Welcome to this week's show. Now, in this week's one, we have got lots of action. I mean, we are back with a vengeance. It was fun. It was exciting. It was more fun for others than some. Right? But, guys, there's a lot going on in this one. So, let's kick it off. It's Vinesh Green. It's Ray Thompson. It's Angling News SA. And it's proudly brought to you by the Kingfisher, GPS Plastics, and Vino.
Hey. Yeah. He missed out this time.
Oh, he missed out. Yeah, sorry, Vino.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, let's start off with the action, Ray. Let's
Down
start off
south.
with down south.
Yeah.
Let me start labeling these things, right? Duck bulls,
Hound sharks,
gray sharks.
hammerheads.
I was going to say hammerhead.
Yeah. Too slow.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. There was
Lots
a
and
lot,
lots
of
of inedibles.
non-ed
Yeah.
fest.
Water was extremely
Yeah.
cold down there. Well, in the entire coastline, we had those 5-6 days of northeasterlies, and
Yeah.
like we said, the fish are gonna bite.
Yeah, well, you called it. We knew it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we knew the fish were going to bite, and it was
We
on.
knew it. We went bass fishing.
I got my bass, all right, dude. I got it was little more. Okay, I should have listened to myself. I should have listened to Ray. I should have come down here because there was action here. But you know, before we get here
Yeah.
and before we get to the bass fishing, let's tell the guys about the highlight. What happened today?
What happened today?
That first Garrick came out today.
Oh yes, down there at Margate.
So, guys, it's the first sign of the Garrick. First Garrick came out, must have been about 6 or 7 kilos off Margate Pier, which is an amazing sign, right? Now, we know the water is dropping, Ray, but there's still no edibles. Nothing. Zero. Zilch.
The water has got to get to the right temperature before they come. Hey, we want this temperature for the innheads. That's what we were hoping for.
No, you had enough of innets. I'm sick and tired of only seeing sharks and skates. I want non-ed species. I want variety.
Okay,
Right? I
okay.
mean, I want to see those bronze bream and, you know,
The cob.
cob and shad and other species.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
they'll come.
Anyway, right. So that's on the south coast. Pennington, Rocky Bay, Park Rainy. I heard about some grays.
Grays, yeah, some hammers as well. Lots of those funny little hound sharks that they get down there, those stupid little 2 kilo, 3 kilo hounds.
Is
Not
it?
crickets, but hounds, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a
And
lot
you
of
mentioned
small
odd diamond.
odd diamonds coming out there as
Yeah.
well. It's not too much, but Scotland is firing, but
Is it?
Scotland at the moment is definitely firing.
With what?
With catching diamonds, sandies, and that. My mate
Yeah.
said where Scotty's got a lot of fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, I won't mention too many people's names because they get upset with me.
All right. Well,
Yeah, no,
Scott
they're-
Burrell was okay. Cool.
Some big sandies. I'm talking 2-meter sandies. There were some nice sandies caught there.
2 meters in.
Yes, well, we messing around. Yeah, they're catching 2-meter sandies down
Wow.
there.
Well, I wouldn't say messing around. I mean, here in Durban, you and the girls had an amazing session on Friday night, right? Well, the Friday night wasn't amazing, but you did get a fish,
Yeah.
right? So here's the thing, guys. It was our ambassador, Deandra, right? Out fishing with Ray, and she brings her daughter along, 9-year-old Leah. I forget how to pronounce his surname, but
Malherve.
okay, a very African surname.
Tongue twister.
Yes, yeah, pure Durbanite. All right. So Leah, 9 years old. I mean, you want to see the footage? It's a little bit on the side of here, but the full footage is on the Kingfisher socials. She handled that fish, Swati.
Yeah, she got a nice diamond. Must have been about 60 kilos.
Wow. Now the action didn't stop for them there
No.
because then she comes down on Sunday with her sister, who's 13 years old. Now Leah gets another 2 sand sharks. How big were those sandies?
One
About
was
20.
30, one was 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And then her sister, who's 13 years old, hooks into a diamond as well of about, what, 60 again?
Yeah, 60 kilos. She
So-
hooked it between Amoy and Vetchies.
Yeah.
Went over Vetchies. We had to swim out and go and get it. You'll
Yes.
see the footage there.
Yeah.
And she landed it right here in front of where we're actually standing, well, sitting at the moment.
In front of the skiba club.
In front of the
Yeah.
ski club. She landed it here on the beach. here.
Now, this is what I'm impressed about. I mean, these are little girls that are handling fish like that. It's fantastic. The future's
it's good.
looking exciting.
Fishing, definitely.
Yeah. Well, all right. So the basin was firing.
Yeah, a lot of fish.
Yeah. And they're moving up north. Well,
Wow, they're
whoa.
firing as well.
Unreal, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
Dean sends us a message, right, guys? And he says, 4 bait, 4 fish. And he just shows us, you know, the ocean. And we're like thinking, you know, there we go, Dean, right? We'll see. Half an hour later,
Half an hour later, yeah.
4 huge sandies, right? And then after that, honeycombs. And they were
Yes.
getting duckbills. And they were getting a variety of flatfish. It was firing up on the North Coast.
Yeah.
Now you heard about some stuff on Vital as well.
Yeah, Cape Vital has been a lot of kingfish, those small little GTs coming
Yeah.
out. A lot of rock cod down Mission Rocks area. There were some sand sharks as well. And little bird told me about some raggies that seem to be swimming around there, giving the guys a hard time that they
Yes.
are getting. So yeah, there's some fish down there. There's a competition this weekend. Peter van Rooyen is there this weekend, so that's going to be an
Yeah.
interesting one. I'll bring you some photos.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
as simple as that.
Yeah, that's easy enough. Dude, Durban,
Yes,
that was firing this week.
yes.
Now, would you still get raggies over there? Is it only
Yes,
going to be
definitely.
sandies?
No, you get raggies if the water temperature gets cold.
What temperature do we need?
21 and less.
Okay,
Yeah,
and you get those raggies.
so raggies come in.
Oh man! All right. Now on the freshwater
Oh,
side.
don't forget Tugela, how Tugela's been firing with all those diamonds and that this week.
Yes.
It was actually
Oh, it was crazy on Saturday.
Saturday,
yeah.
Sunday, and Monday.
Oh, all the way through. I knew
Saturday,
Saturday
Sunday,
was
Monday.
insane with the fish that came out over there. So that was. We didn't talk about the offshore side.
Sorry for you. Carry on.
Okay, well, if you're fishing offshore in Durban, Ray told, not Ray, sorry,
Ray
Brad. Brad told us about some bottom fish action, and then there was snook up by Mshloti,
Yes,
and then
quite a
further
lot
up
of snook
north,
up that area.
and then further up north, St. Lucia side, there's been some tuna, there's
Yeah,
been some
and
kuta,
some kuta.
yeah,
And some kuta, yes.
and then down the south coast, we had the Shirley Beach comp last week. And Bonnie's up to about 6 kilos,
Yeah,
Dorado about 12 kilos.
still Dorado around.
Still Dory's coming out, dude. It all came out
Oh
at the
my
Shirley
gosh.
Beach comp this week.
Okay. Freshwater.
Freshwater. Hey, I got a bass.
I got a bass.
I got a bass. I told you I was gonna. It was about so big.
Whole day of fishing
Okay,
for
about so
one
big.
bass.
About 300 grams.
300 grams.
Yeah.
What did I say? Quantity over quality, eh? I think that was what our last one was all about, hey?
Listen, I'll give you this round, right? I'll give it to
You go catch bass or you come down here and get your arms pulled off.
Well,
No.
look, it was Ashvi's birthday,
Yeah.
and we're spending time with the brother. Quality
Okay.
time. That's important.
For a bass.
And it was incredibly hot. I would have got more if it wasn't that hot. Anyway, the bass was quite all over. I
Yes.
mean, well, you know what? Jan did tell us Midmar did get some bass. Albert Falls was
Okay.
dead. Trout was a bit difficult this week.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, still, and rivers are still flowing quite heavily.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is it still too soon for that?
No.
To get excited about the trout?
No, definitely not. You have places like, let's just have a look. Any of those high-lying dams in that there, the water temperature is absolutely ideal right now. So if you go Kokstad, Matat, any of those places, definitely. Swartberg, yeah.
Okay.
Any of those places there, trout fishing, still water is definitely
Right.
starting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the yellowfish.
Yellowfish,
It
yeah.
has been a little bit quiet, but the season's
Because
not
the
yet
flow
over.
of the water
Yeah.
is still too strong at the
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
So freshwater wasn't all that fireworks. Now let's give the guys a prediction.
Vital, lots and lots of fish at Vital.
Yeah, that's because that's where it's going. I'm calling the north coast. I'm calling those areas like Slavan and things.
definitely.
And then obviously down the south coast.
Yeah, Margate.
Yeah.
Guys, it's school holidays coming up. Do yourself one favor. Margate.
100%,
Margate.
200%, 300%. Margate is the area. Look, you're not going to take the kids up to the north coast where it's blistering hot, and you're going to have to target like those crazy fish.
Hey, but even
But
Durban
go-
here at the moment. Durban is, there's a lot of fish here off Durban. A lot of big sand sharks. There definitely been a lot of big greys over the last couple of days. They're up to 30 kilos off Moya, that
I've
side.
been hearing about that,
So
yeah.
there's
But
some
on
big
that
fish
pushing
around.
tide, that
Yes,
outgoing
low push.
low pushing tide. And then the guys told me we should be getting into the Pompano time right now. Well, that's what the guys at Blue Lagoon Angling Club were saying. They said, it's one of those getting into that season where they're going to be getting the Pompano. So watch the space.
Yeah, school
Right.
holidays. Get ready, guys. Sharpen those hooks, make those traces. You only got about 1 day left.
All right, so guys, that's our report. It's been awesome. We'll be back next week. Yeah, you're going to send me some photos.
Oh, I'll send you a lot.
Oh, I like the confidence.
No. Quantity over quality.
Look, dude. Come on.
Go get some bass. Go get some bass.
Yeah, I'll get some bass. And so it's Finished Agreements, Ray Thompson. It's Angling USA. It's a lot of banter, and it's proudly brought to you by the Kingfisher, GPS Plastics, and Vino.